Hey, what's up, y'all? So one of the first things that happens to our body is muscle atrophy. This is closely associated to our fast muscle twitch fibers and our slow muscle twitch fibers. So for us to be able to, as you age, be able to scale out effectively and be explosive at a later age, you want to train in that way. Your fast twitch muscle fibers are associated related to strength, and then your slow twitch muscle fibers are associated related to muscle endurance. That's why I see a lot of people as they get older, they do like cycling, rowing, running for endurance as opposed to strength work. Now, strength work as well too is effective depending on the pace you're doing it. So a lot of people who do strength work, they may go in, load up, 90% of their max, and then do sets of 3. Their body's able to handle it because they can scale it effectively. But when you get a person who does endurance, or you get a person who does strength work, and you try to get them to do explosive, they may tear a hamstring or tear Achilles because they're not training with explosiveness. Muscle atrophy is degrading of muscles as we get older. Hypertrophy is pretty much making that muscle larger. So we can do that with our fast muscle twitch fibers by training them, activating them consistently. These are 3 workouts I'm going to show you, and I'm going to start with the first one right now that are going to help with that. Of course, I'm taking my shoes off when I squat just for ankle mobility as well as knee flexion. This is going to help you relieve a lot of pain on your knees as you get older and take a lot of stress off your lower back. We're going to do 3 sets of a squat and then go to a Bulgarian split squat. Our main focus here is pace. We're not necessarily worried about the weight. We're worried about pace. We can scale out effectively as we get stronger, right? And or more explosive. But what we're mainly focused on is speed, just speed. We want to focus on really just speed coming up and then slow going down. I'm going to show you here. So we get here, right, on the slant board, right? Now, if you don't have a slant board, you can just use weights. And then all I'm doing and all I'm focused on is really just pace going down. Well, I'm not aligned here. It's really just pace going down and pace coming up. So I'm here, going down, really focused on sitting on my heels. I'm here. Once I get down, I'm going up as fast as I can. Right? Going down. Tighten the cord, take pressure off my back. Right? I don't want to snap my back. I'm here. Once I get down, I explode up. One more good rep. Down. Keeping everything in the same exact form. If we break form going up, we do this, it doesn't count because we're relying on our back. We want to rely on our core, right? And go straight up. Now, we go straight into a Bulgarian split squat, right? Being explosive. This doesn't just work for aging people, it works for everybody. Athletes do all the time. We just do it in moderation and scale. 3 reps, 3 good effective reps. So we're here, right? Explode up. I put my foot down in the same exact spot next to it and explode up, explode up. And that's it. We go from a slow eccentric, explosive, boom, to explosive. We're allowing our body to effectively train in our fast twitch muscle fibers. We can train strength with pace, right? If I'm just worried about getting this bar up and down, I'm training muscle endurance, right? Or maintenance. But when I focus on slowing it down, this 135 all of a sudden starts to feel like 225 because I'm doing it with pace. Now, say you say, Seth, look, I'm not jumping like that, right? I'm 40 years old, I'm jumping. I'm 30 years old, I'm jumping. I can't jump. So we scale out here or here, right? We can do that, but we want to be effective and explosive as much as we can. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on our knees, but we want to make sure we work our knees. It's like oiling our vehicle, right? We're going to oil the knees up. So this is what we want to do. That's the first exercise combination, and we'll go to the next one. All right, so the next one we're going to do and focus on is a simple RDL. A lot of people, you'll see they'll do their RDLs, boom, like this. We're going to do a single leg RDL. One of the reasons we're doing single leg RDLs is because it helps fix muscle imbalances. It helps really isolate and focus on one leg that may be weaker or stronger. And it helps you break through plateaus if you've been doing something, you know, like a RDL with a double overhand or just a regular RDL. It doesn't, one side can overcompensate for another side. So we're going to do a single leg RDL here. And our main goal that we're focusing on is just form, right? We're going to really feel it in our back leg. So slightly bend the leg a little bit. And then we go here. Hold. Come up. Try not to touch the ground. Hold. Come up. Now with this RDL, if you watch my foot, make sure your foot is pointed down at the ground. Leg extend as much as you can. Weight going down. And then come up. Really going to feel this left leg stretch. Here. I like to do sets of 8, somewhere that's controlled. Now you can see my left leg is where I tore my ACL. You can see how balanced I am. All right. And you come here, and then you switch. And all you do is the same exact thing on the other side. Make sure the toe is touching the ground, pointing towards the ground. Boom. All right. Once I hit 8, I'm not sure how much I did. I'll do one more. All right. That's it. Now, what we're going to do next is while we are stretching, while we hit our RDLs, I like to stretch my calf out as well. So what I'll do in combination with this RDL is, let me put this on the ground here. Then put my feet opposite on the slant board and really just stretch. Just stretch it. This just allows you to stretch your calves out. It's going to alleviate so much ankle pain, knee pain. In combination, you just hit the hamstring. So what we're doing, we're stretching that whole back leg. And of course, the more you lean forward, the more you feel it stretching your hamstring and your calf. All right, most of the time, people, their calves are so tight. So I like to hold, usually for like 30, 40 seconds. Hold for 30 seconds and try to stand straight up to a point where now I'm backwards. Like I'm staying backwards without any assistance. All right, so this in combination with the single leg RDL, 2 to 3 sets of 8 will allow me to really focus on elongating these hamstrings, getting some isolation on them, strengthening them one by one, mitigating, attacking imbalances. This is the main goal right here. So the last 2 workouts, we're going to focus mainly on speed and quickness of the hamstrings. I would not recommend doing these together. I focus a lot on the hamstrings because a lot of our explosiveness comes from the hamstring. I may put a video out on why the quad is important, why we, quad explosion, but our hamstrings are going to be most of our force when it comes to explosiveness, and as well as allowing our muscles to scale out as we age. Right here, and all I'm doing is going up. Trying to go up as much as I can. Now, the faster I go, the more I work my hamstrings, right? So, right? But now, if I want to work one hamstring at a time, what we're doing is just trying to pull our knee up. Same thing with our other leg. Let's just go here and pull. Working our hamstrings. This is different than us traditionally getting on a leg curl machine, or us doing an RDL. We're really able to isolate this from a hanging position where we're really just focusing on our hamstrings. If you think when you run, what's the first thing that happens, right? First thing that happens, boom, right? It's the first thing that happens, boom, right? So we want to make sure we're training in that motion. Train so we go, we can be quick, we can be quick, right? And then we go here and we strike down and come back up, right? So we're focusing mainly on making sure that our hamstrings get used to the speed and momentum. You're going to have to get used to it by doing this exercise. Now, exercise 2, same thing with the band. You see a lot of people go like this, right? Go like this for the bands. We're going to reverse it, right? We're going to reverse it. And we think about butt kicks. A butt kick should be like this, right? Not like this, but a butt kick should be like that. So what are we going to do? The same exact thing and the same exact motion. We're here, and we go one at a time. Right? The faster you go, the more you do them, the faster you can get at them, the better you're going to be good at them. Once again, training our fast twitch muscle fibers, right? So, right? So those are the 3 workouts I do to help retain my lower body explosiveness as I get older. I wasn't moving like I was a couple years ago until I started this pathway and this journey. Our muscles are going to deteriorate. We can slow down that process by doing these small things in the gym to help train explosiveness, train power. It can help you have better knees, have better ankles, be more active, not just with your kids, but also if you want to do something with sports performance. So try these out. Let me know what you think. If you want more conversation or comments or reasoning behind or videos or whatever you want, just put it in the comment section. I got a lot of content to support how I've retained and maintained this explosiveness and how you can do it too.